Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope everything is good and great and wonderful. Everything here is pretty fantastic. I set a weird precedent the last 3 weeks by doing a video on the weekend. And I didn't do one this weekend because I had plans and I saw through those plans and it was amazing and I want to tell you about it. Talked about it on Friday, but I'm a huge fan of stand-up comedy, and one of my favorite current working comedians is a man by the name of Bert Kreischer. If you don't know who Bert Kreischer is, you might have seen something of his. He's the guy who takes his shirt off. And Bill, did I just say Bert Kreischer? Jesus. His name is Bert, by the way. Bert Kreischer. Yeah. And I don't edit these shows. Like people have asked me if I do. No, I don't. If I say something stupid like Bert Kreischer, well, you get to find out. So anyway, Bert decided that he wasn't going to be okay with not working. So he decided to put a tour together, and he found a management company who was willing to work with him and put a tour together at drive-in movie theaters. So this weekend, we were supposed to see Bert in the Capitol here this September, August, but of course that all got canceled. So when we found out he was going to be nearby, and by nearby I mean it was like a little over 2 hours, like two and a quarter hours away, it was, there was no question we were going to go see Bill. I said it again! Bert. We were going to go see Bert. So Saturday we drove the 2+ hours to this little town called Butler, PA, which honestly I think we drove through it, and I don't know that there was any actual buildings that you could say this is the town. There was a gas station or two, but anyway, they had a movie theater and a drive-in theater, and it was enormous. It was a really cool experience. This drive-in theater was they had 3 screens. It was just huge, this huge amount of cars. I grew up in rural West Virginia. Well, not rural, but in West Virginia. I mean, our whole state's rural. And the drive-in here probably held 100 cars or something like that. This drive-in probably held 500 cars or more. It was a Walmart parking lot size. It was massive, right? And 3 screens and concessions and all that stuff, and it was amazing. Bert was amazing. He had some funny opening acts there. The best part about this show was, I still live in middle of nowhere, West Virginia, and we don't have live shows here of any kind. You can go to see some local musicians at bars, but there's no live comedians coming here. There's no concerts coming here. If I wanted to see anything like that, I needed to drive, an hour and a half north of Pittsburgh, or I needed to go west to Columbus or something like that. So there's no opportunity for me to see live comedy, even though comedy has been something I've been a huge fan of forever. And last year I went and saw Tom Segura. This year I got to see Bert. But this is the first time I've seen what I would consider real live comedy. When I went to see Tom last year, it was near the end of his run. He had been on tour, and he was basically working up towards filming a special. And so when you go to see a show like that, it's a very much, it's like a one-man play. He's going to go on stage, he's going to say the 55 minutes of jokes that he has prepared, and the other 5 minutes he might say something about a crowd member or react to something, but in the vast majority of the show is this very rigid planned thing. Well, the Bert show on Saturday night, there was quite a few moments of just chaos. If you know who Bert Kreischer is, you'll know that his thoughts are not well formed. He just kind of goes off on tangents. And so it was the first time I got to see unmolded comedy. It was really fun and super funny. And the venue was amazing, just being outside. It was a beautiful evening, cars and everybody just chilling. You could hear laughter, the whole place was busting out laughing. And it was really the first time, I didn't think that I was going to get to see anything this year. I usually go to at least one concert a year, probably more like 2. I try to go to, see comedy or go see a play or something like that if I can. I try to go to a few things every year. On top of, conventions, I go to, 2 or 3 board gaming conventions every year. So to have nothing, a whole year of nothing was, even for somebody in the middle of nowhere, West Virginia, it was kind of strange. So to have this opportunity to go see Bert live in person, in a socially responsible way, it was really amazing. It was super fun. And I'm hoping that this maybe starts something. I mean, it already has. I told my boss today, she's from the greater Pittsburgh area. I told her I was in Butler for this, and she said her daughter had gone to a concert at that drive-in last night. So apparently they're doing lots. And Bert said that like Nikki Glazer was going there. I know that Brian Regan is going there. So there's other comedians doing this drive-in tour, this drive-in movie theater tour. But there's not a whole lot of drive-in theaters left. But who knows? Maybe they'll come back. I don't know. I heard Walmart's going to do it. So it was a super fun experience, and that's why I didn't put out a little project this weekend. The only thing I've been working on is this birdhouse for my neighbor. This has proven to be a little bit more challenging than I expected, and I'm kind of a bit iffy as to whether this will actually stay together. I didn't have very good clamping options when it came to putting this roof on, and I've got to put the bottom on, and then I've got to, it's all going to get stained to match this. But this is what I've been working on, and not really, it's not really been something that I've filmed. It's just kind of whatever. I don't know what the next actual on-film project's going to be. I still have to edit the headboard video. I'm upset because, we'll talk about that tomorrow, but I still have other videos that I need to edit and put out, but, I got to spend my weekend with them and had a great time. So, thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I will see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is calumny. It is a noun meaning the act of libel or slander to besmirch a person's reputation by spreading false statements and rumors. Calumny will swear virtue itself. William Shakespeare. Calumny. C-A-L-U-M-N-Y.